Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Oaklawn Hometown School District 123 Community Update for the month of December. My name is Paul Enderle. I'm the proud superintendent here in School District 123, checking in and ready to provide our community with an update on some of the things happening here in School District 123 as we embark upon our winter break and get ready to welcome in the calendar year 2026. Let's jump into our update for today. And as many of you know, we have a goal here in District 123. Across our school system, we want 100% of our students to reach their growth goals when it comes to mathematics and reading. Part of being 100% all in is also providing to our students a well-rounded approach to education. And my first photo here comes from Covington Elementary School, but I want to highlight the great work of our students and our music teachers over the course of the past month. We've held a number of very successful winter holiday concerts at each of our schools. This just happens to be a photo from Covington Elementary School where they've actually incorporated their Covington dance team into the winter concert as well. So you can see our students are really excited to be able to perform in front of their friends and families. And it just kind of highlights that fact that the arts here in District 123, the things we do with music, art, drama, are a signature element of what we think is part of that balance of success in District 123. So just wanted to give a shout out to our students at each of our schools, our music students, our music teachers at each of our schools. They do a wonderful job every day to make music come alive, and just kind of highlighting the spirit of the season. We've held a number of very successful holiday concerts. So this is just one picture to show our school community. Moving forward and thinking in terms of Goal 5 of our strategic plan, we really want to leverage and work on our community partnerships here in District 123. We want to make sure that we're a lighthouse to the community. We want to make sure that we also share very trusting reciprocal relationships with our community. One of the ways we do that is by working within a program here in District 123 called the Family Community Resource Network, and that's long for the FCRN. What the FCRN does in District 123 is it partners together with the community to provide resources and support to our families. And this is an amazing picture of some of the work our schools did together over the past month to collect food and food items to help feed those in our community who are in need. And this is just a small picture of the effort it took at each of our schools to collect canned goods and things that we were able to pack up and distribute to over 200 members of our community who are suffering from food insecurity at this point. And this is just a small example of that type of partnering and that type of giving going on. Not only did our schools and our families contribute to this effort, but a number of our local community partners also contributed to the effort as well. What you don't see in those bags is a donation of over 100 frozen turkeys that the Lions Club very generously donated to our FCRN to help supplement this tremendous effort. So this is just one way here in District 123, we like to give back and leverage some of those partnerships we share with our community in doing that as well. Here's a number on the screen, 50,130. That number is representative of the number of meals our students, staff, and families packed over at Oaklawn Hometown Middle School on December 13th. As part of the Feed 6 effort. So along with our Family Community Resource Network, each of our schools works together with organizations like Feed 6 to help provide community service, again, for those in the community who are in need. And what you see here in this illustration is one team of students, of parents, of staff members working collaboratively to pack food meals that get processed and then distributed to over 25 food pantries and organizations locally here in Oak Lawn and hometown to help provide people food during the holiday season. We've been partnering together with the Feed 6 organization now for well over a decade. And School District 123 is responsible at this point for packaging over 400,000 meals over a 10-year period for this amazing organization. And we're really proud of the efforts of our students, our staff, our families when it comes to these types of efforts. And we really like instilling the value of community service to our students. We feel like it's rewarding. It's a way our students recognize that they can have a local impact at helping people. And that Feed 6 event had over 200 volunteers as part of that event. Together with our Family Community Resource Network, we're able to really leverage these amazing partnerships to do great things in our community and put our students at the center and the heart of giving back. So we're really proud of those efforts, and congratulations to our Family Community Resource Network and our students and staff who make events like this happen for our local community. I'd also like to highlight an amazing accomplishment out of Oak Lawn Hometown Middle School. Our 8th grade girls basketball team, you can see, recently won the SWIC Championship. SWIC is an intercontinental academic conference where we partner together with 11 other school districts in the southwest suburbs of Chicago, and we have an athletic conference. And our 8th grade girls basketball team not only won the championship, but they went out and had an undefeated season. Very rare that happens. This is a really great testament to some of the work we do in our strategic plan under our Portrait of a Graduate. One of the components of what we're trying to instill in our students as graduates of District 123 is to be a productive teammate. And when you look at things like sports and athletics, music, art, these are things that promote collaboration, they promote a team spirit. And the great thing as we look at our picture of our 8th grade students here, being undefeated, winning a championship is a great thing. But the quality of the young ladies on this team is equally as important. You know, being able to observe some of the games, talking to Mrs. Danos, their coach, this is a group of young ladies that carried themselves with high sportsmanship, with integrity and positivity throughout the entire season. So congratulations goes out to Oak Lawn Hometown Middle School, Miss Danos and her amazing 8th grade basketball team this past season. Again, all of these ideas coalesce into a bigger and broader goal, that 100% goal of really helping kids. And even though our goal is centered on academics and helping make sure kids grow in reading and mathematics, all of these things we do, music, art, athletics, community service, all of these things come together and help educate the whole child and seek to advance academic goals of this nature. So a lot to celebrate as we move into this holiday season, and very happy and proud to be able to highlight these amazing things happening right here in Oak Lawn Hometown School District 123. Just to remind our community, we do have other engagement opportunities that are open to anyone at any time. We're continuing to move through our administrative Ask Me Anything sessions. We just had a very engaging session over at Hometown Elementary School this past Wednesday, and we're going to continue with that schedule. And you can obviously access our website to pick up any of this information, but our next Ask Me Anything session will be taking place at Colmar Elementary School in the morning and during the lunch hour on January 28th. So keep that date in mind. And we're also continuing with our Parent University program as we move into the new year. On January 15th, we're going to be hosting a Parent University on supporting literacy in District 123. We want 100% of our students to meet their reading growth goals here every single day. We want to promote and we want to produce strong readers in District 123. And this Parent University in January coming up on the 15th will help parents understand how they could better support reading, writing, and literacy here with their children and partner together with us for that purpose. So a couple of community engagement opportunities. Please keep those in mind. Again, all of this is on our website, but I want to highlight it as ways we try to connect with our families and staff here in District 123. A new system that we started this year is I've been podcasting with some of our staff, really in order to better help our greater community understand what are some of the things our amazing staff is doing, but also to recognize key staff members who are really making a difference and going above and beyond to serve our students and families here in School District 123. My most recent podcast on the topic of teaching adults in District 123, I partnered together with Colleen Cook, one of our instructional coaches, to talk a little bit about how that process looks. We actually have 4 instructional coaches here in District 123 who help work with our staff and support our staff on instructional strategies, techniques, and actions to help better promote learning and help us, again, move forward to achieve that 100% goal. So Colleen and I had a chance to sit down for about 20 minutes and really talk shop about how we work with our adults, how we engage adult learners here in District 123. And it's really a testament to the work we do. And again, our strategic plan calls for us to have a thriving workforce. And in order to have a thriving workforce, our staff needs to feel supported when it comes to the things that they do best. And we're always striving to continually improve. And in working through our instructional coaching model, we could give our staff job-embedded support as much as they would like to develop their craft of teaching here in District 123. So a shout out to our students there. Students, you're not the only ones in District 123 that learn. Our teachers and staff are learning alongside you and shoulder to shoulder to you because we all want to be the best we can be. So if you get some time, our podcasts are available on Spotify, also on the website. Take a listen. I think you'd really enjoy that. And we also have a surprise podcast coming in the release of our Friday final, and in just a couple hours, another interesting and engaging podcast that I know our community will like. So if you get a chance, if you're into listening to podcasts, give the 100% All In podcast from District 123 a listen. Moving into our strategic plan, I always like to take a few minutes in each update and just talk to the community a little bit about our strategic work. Again, we've been strategic plan. We have a rich tradition in it. This newest strategic plan that was approved by our Board of Education last year is going to last us through 2030. We really believe in long-term strategic planning. We think it's important to occasionally reach out to our community and really get a pulse of some of the priorities that our community is telling us is important. So we really hope to create more and more positive outcomes that grow from our community's priorities. We engaged in a process last year that built that new plan out, and we're in the process now of executing that plan here in District 123. One new element of that plan, I spoke a little bit about this idea of being a productive teammate and use an example of our amazing 8th grade girls basketball team at Old HMS, but this portrait provides, in a way, somewhat like non-academic things that we're looking for, qualities, characteristics, habits, dispositions in our students. And we've really we worked with the community and centered on 4 high-level attributes that we're really going to be focusing on across the next 5 years. Confident learners. We want to grow flexible thinkers, inclusive community members, and productive teammates. And we have all this spelled out on our strategic plan website at plan.d123.org. So if you're interested in learning more about these things, we have more information. Feel free to take a dive into it. All our strategic plan is really built on a number of key segments: our vision, our mission, which have stayed the same now for almost a decade, our guiding principles and core beliefs, and then our strategic framework, the actual goals that help activate those things. So again, we have 6 guiding principles. We talked a little bit about our instructional coaching model. That kind of correlates to this continuous improvement piece, that we're always striving to do better in District 123 no matter what. We also talked a little bit about our community engagement principle. We highlighted some of those community service things we do and partnering we do to activate that principle. We also have values, things that we believe in, things like children, responsibility, community, integrity. We have 8 values that permeate our plan. And then the bulk of the work our group did last year was really highlight 5 overarching goals. 5 goals that we're going to set for ourselves that will help us achieve our mission and vision. And those goals are to develop a culture of academic success, to build strong academic foundations, preparedness, and growth in all of our learners. Goal 2 is to activate safe and supportive schools. Students learn best when they're supported and they feel safe within our environment. So we want to cultivate nurturing environments that support student well-being and character development as well. Goal 3, I talked about it when we talked about our instructional coaching model. We want to maintain a thriving workforce. We want our staff to be sustained, to be strong, to be diverse, to be committed. We want loyalty. We want our staff to remain in District 123 and want to work in District 123. So we activate a number of objectives connected to that. Operational excellence is always at the foundation of what we do. We want to ensure that to do all these things, we have to have a strong resource base. We have to make sure that we're utilizing the resources our community gives us to the best of our ability to maximize all these things, and also to make sure that our facilities meet evolving needs of the district. And finally, goal 5 is that community engagement goal, that goal of always seeking to build strong, reciprocal, and trusting relationships with our community. So these 5 goals help us activate our mission and vision. Each goal, moving into the new year, as I come back in January, we're going to highlight one element of each goal, and we're going to look at the objectives that are built within each goal to make sure our community understands and has access to that. But again, this plan, I'm giving you a very surface level breakdown of it. This plan in its entirety and in a very specific way is spelled out on our website. If you go to plan.d123.org, everyone can see that, where we're working on actually some metrics, some data that we could archive to demonstrate progress within each of our goals of our plan, and that's kind of our next step in making that transparent and open to our school community. But if you haven't had a chance to take a dive into our strategic plan, please do so. We're really proud of it and really looking forward to seeing how that plan can really leverage these community priorities into positive future outcomes for our students and our entire school community. As we move into winter break, again, just a quick reminder on winter weather information to our entire school community. We spend a lot of time monitoring, forecasting, looking at the weather in case it becomes unsafe or inclement. We try to do our best to make sure that our schools and our school perimeters are always safe for our students and staff, each and every day. Please note that always assume school will be open and in person unless you hear from us. Our community will hear from us through a variety of methods if we ever decide to close school. Typically, if we close school due to the weather in advance, we'll activate what we call an emergency e-learning day, where we'll then reach out to our students remotely and give them work to do during the day. If the closing comes last minute, if it's something that is beyond our control, we have to wait, let's say, till a very early morning to close school, that will just simply be an emergency day we'll take without giving our students work, which will have to be tacked on the calendar at the end of the year. But always know that you'll hear from us if there is a closure relative to the weather. So, moving forward, let's take a look at our upcoming calendar. As many of you know, today at 3:20, winter break starts for our students and staff. I know everyone's excited to move into that 2-week period. School will resume at 8:30 a.m. on Monday, January 5th. We have a holiday on Monday, January 19th, where there'll be no school. Our first late start of the calendar year 2026 will take place on February 4th, and that again pushes school back 1 hour. No school on February 16th due to the federal MLK holiday. Thursday the 19th, Friday, February 20th, we have an early dismissal and no school due to family conferences. And don't forget, on Saturday, February 28th, we have our District 123 Fun Fair that we're really looking forward to hosting for our families and staff. So that's being said, please save that date for Flapjacks, fun, and the future of District 123. We really look forward to having a nice morning. We're going to have breakfast for everyone. We're going to have a carnival-like atmosphere for our kids, and the administrative staff, myself, and our principals are also going to make themselves available to address any questions that anyone has from us during that time. So we're looking forward to that event a couple months out, but please save the date for our Family Fun Fair on February 28th. That'll happen from about 9:30 to 1 p.m. at Oak Lawn Hometown Middle School. That being said, we've kind of wrapped up the content of our message and our update for you today. We do open, this is a live forum. If there are any questions, we do take them. I'm being told right now we have no live questions. Please understand that, like anything else, our door is always open to our community. So if you have a question, a concern, an issue, we're here to help. We'll always do our best to reach out to you and help you with any questions you have. If you have a question on the strategic plan, something that's happening at your school, call schools, call our district office. Our door is always open. That being said, we're going to wrap up our December edition of our Oak Lawn Hometown School District 123 Community Update. And with that, and with the entire district staff that's presented here over my right shoulder, I want to wish our entire school community a very safe and enjoyable upcoming winter break, Merry Christmas, and a happy holidays